While for the most part, I agree with Jameela Jamil, the holiday is over.
You gotta be so good that they can't ignore you, especially the ones that ain't done shit for you. Yeah, you know exactly what I mean. They stab you in the back and then they ask why you're bleeding. I don't trust words, I trust actions. I don't care what you heard, I'm not slacking.
My name is Alan Roberts. This is Everyday Day Fitness. Like, subscribe, click the notification bar over there. Share my videos where I click the join button over there. You'll get exclusive members, roast, post, content, different stuff about nutrition and my lifting and tutorials, all sorts of shit. Price of a Dunkin' Donuts cup of coffee. You should check that shit out. So, Christmas is over. The holiday is over. I know we have New Year's coming up here in a couple of days, and people are going to use that as an excuse to glutton themselves again, too. But the holiday seasons are over. You know, the time of year where people just give them carte blanche excuses to overindulge and shit like that without actually, it's a big, cheat season, basically. They cheat, even though that your body doesn't understand you're cheating. You're just taking in more calories, and that's why you gain weight over the holidays, just to be real. So I noticed this post on Twitter, this tweet on Twitter, the other place where fitness goes to fucking die. And it's by Jameela Jamil. She writes, on Christmas, please don't feel guilty about food today. We are lucky to even have it when so many don't. Don't weigh yourself in the morning. Don't starve tomorrow. Don't buy quick fix weight loss products on the internet when the ads come flooding in tomorrow. Be kind to your body. I wrote in response, I agree. However, if you overindulge for days as if the holiday isn't over, examine your relationship with food. Every day isn't a holiday to be celebrated with food. Acting like it is disrespectful to your own body and people who struggle to get the minimum nutrition to survive. So we at the Damn Collective actually completely agree with that. You should not give yourself a hard time. You should not feel the stress from one day of overindulgence, especially for a holiday. You know beforehand, so you eat a little less beforehand. You're going to eat a little less after, because here's the thing. It's not a cheat day. Your body still recognizes those calories as calories. It just absolutely does. If you are okay with gaining a few extra pounds and you can regulate yourself back down, great, good for you. However, there are many people in Jameela Jamil's audience, many people, that have problems with food, that have eating disorders, that have problems eating that way. They cannot just stop. Giving carte blanche to somebody who has an eating disorder that causes them to overeat to the point where they are unhealthy, and yes, you can be unhealthy because of your size. And let's forget about the fucking BMI. Let's go on a little tangent here. If you can't bend over, standing up, and tie your shoes without having to hold your breath or something like that because of your girth, you're not healthy. If you are standing up right now and can't just lay yourself down on the ground and pick yourself back up real quick without having to moan, groan, or having difficulty because of your size, you are unhealthy. Think about it. If you are 30 years old and you are terrified to lay down on the floor because you might have to get back up, newsflash for you. What do you think is going to happen when you're 60? You're not going to make 60. That's what's going to fucking happen. Just to be honest. If you are so big that you are having mobility issues, overindulgence should not be on your table. It just shouldn't. If you are so big that you are having problems with your knees, your back, those sorts of things because of your size, and you know it's because of your size, let's stop lying to ourselves this year. Let's make 2020 the year that we don't fucking lie to each other. How about that? Let's make year 2020 the year where, okay, you know what? You deserve to be loved for who you are, and you can be pretty, and you can be attractive, and people can find you sexy, and it can be all sorts of fucking shit. People can find you handsome, everything like that, no matter what size you are. But let's stop bullshitting and saying that you can be 350 pounds and healthy. Shall we make 2020 the year of we stop bullshitting? 2020 is an election year, so there's going to be plenty of bullshit already. So let's just make 2020 the year where we as people stop lying to each other. Where we as people will say, you know what? Okay, that's true about me. I still want respect from you, but that's true about me. Let's make 2020 that year, because this type of pandering bullshit, like it is perfectly okay to overindulge and you keep on overindulging and you eat what you want to eat, that is hurting people. That really is. When you let people when you give somebody a license who has a problem with food to don't worry about it, just overindulge and don't feel a thing about it, you know what that is like? Have that one drink, you alcoholic. That really is, because food addiction is a fucking real thing, because eating disorders are a fucking real thing. Yes, people need to have as good of a life as possible, but if you have a poor relationship with food to the point where you overeat, to the point where you are unhealthy, you need to control that shit, because you can't just let the fucking addiction win. People that say, you know what causes, when I restrict myself, I binge, so I'm just not going to restrict myself. And then you gain 100 pounds, you're binging. Your addiction is talking. You're actually binging in a different fucking way. You are letting the fucking food addiction, you are letting the eating disorder win. You are letting it fucking beat you. You are letting it fucking kill you. Stop that shit. Stop lying to yourself. And if you have a family member that does that, where it's just like, you know what, I'm going to eat what I want to eat because if I don't, then I don't feel good. And they're gaining weight and getting unhealthy. And you can hear them having a hard time breathing as they walk upstairs and they don't want to fucking go for walks anymore because, 150 feet is too fucking far and they have trouble taking care of themselves and all sorts of shit. If you see them eating to the point where they're gaining massive amounts of weight, guess what? Get them fucking help. Love them enough to get them help, because in reality, when people pander to a person to the point where you can say, yeah, it's okay to overindulge on this day, and if you overindulge the next day, that's fine. Keep on overindulging. That is fucked up. It really is. Putting that shit out there is fucked up. We are in an extremely unhealthy society. Extremely unhealthy. And yes, motherfuckers, being 400 pounds, being 300 pounds is unhealthy. Let's run a little fucking test, shall we? And I know I'm going off on all sorts of fucking places. Let's find, 10 350-pound people. Shit, it's Saturday right now. I can just go down to the fucking Walmart, right? So let's find 10 350-pound fucking people, right? And let's run them through a series of, statistical tests. Let's see if they can tie their shoes okay. Let's see if they can lay down on the floor and get back up okay. Let's see if they feel okay. Let's see if they have any aches and pains. Because what you see on the fucking internet, what you see people say on the fucking internet about how it's, I'm living my best life. If you cannot walk upstairs without almost fucking dying because you're out of breath, that's not your best fucking life. If you cannot tie your own fucking shoes without having to hold your breath or whatever, even when sitting down, that is not your best fucking life. You deserve better. If you think that's your best life, you are cutting yourself fucking short. If you think your best life is to be morbidly obese and give in to the fucking food addiction and give it and let it take your life, if you think that's your best life, get some fucking help. Get some fucking counseling, because that is not the best life for fucking anybody. First of all, it's a ridiculous fucking problem to have in a world where so many people go hungry. We have people that want to be accepted for overindulgence to the point that they are overweight to the point where they are hurting themselves, where they are obese to the point where it is actually shortening their fucking life. All these people want to act so fucking woke. They want to act so fucking caring. They realize that your overeating, the gratuitous amount of food you feed yourself in order to become morbidly obese is insulting to people that starve around the fucking world. You realize that? If you paid attention to how we're viewed around the world, we are viewed as gluttons. We are in a world where people have a hard time getting food. We are viewed as gluttons. You're not woke. You're fucking selfish. For real. You are not some fucking activist. You are literally spitting in the face of children starving in other fucking countries. That's what you're fucking doing. So I hope you feel good about yourself about that. And I really do fucking mean this. Let's make 2020 the year we stop lying to ourselves. Because I'm telling you this right now. My gloves are fucking off, and that's just my 2 cents no matter. My name is Alan Roberts. You can hit me up on Instagram at Alan Roberts EDF. You can hit me up on Twitter. I'm also on Facebook at Every Damn Day Fitness. And I'm on the internet at everydamndayfitness.net. God damn.